So via Draft Express, Ace Bailey's draft stock has been falling due to his unwillingness to visit several teams and the fact that he has yet to conduct a single workout. Bailey believes he's a top 3 player in the draft and wants to be selected by a team that will provide a clear pathway to stardom. Bailey's pre-draft workout strategy has perplexed some observers as he has yet to conduct a single known workout to date, having declined invitations from several teams within his draft range. Sources say Bailey's camp has informed interested teams that they believe he is a top 3 player in the draft, but also seeks a clear pathway to stardom, perhaps feeling comfortable that a team will trade up to get him at number 3 or 4 should he drop. Now, supposedly, per John Clark, he's not declined the Sixers, and they're meeting on Thursday and have a workout scheduled on Friday as well. Sam Vecenie then posted, "Looks like the public today is catching up to the front office split league-wide that I've been trying to explain for literally months now on Ace Bailey. This has absolutely been a thing for a long while." Jeff Goodman chimed in, "Bailey's agent also wanted to get paid to do on-camera interviews this past season. It just seems as though Ace Bailey has received some poor advice over the past year, has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way." Tyler Rucker also added, "Everything I have heard with Ace Bailey is that teams still like him a lot, but the camp influence seems to be in question." He then added, "There's no denying that Ace is a bit of a riskier prospect at the top. Think that's obvious, but this happens every year. Camps try to steer their guys to the best possible destination. Some of those just can be a bit more extreme than others, and they find their ways into the news, which creates panic." Yeah, looking into his agent, I'm a little confused because I'm looking at his clients, and you got a dude from the Cleveland Charge in the G League, and then you got a dude at NJIT, which is a JUCO school in New Jersey. And then randomly you got Ace Bailey. Now he has worked with multiple WNBA players. But can we really blame Ace Bailey for not wanting to work out with the Charlotte Hornets, Utah Jazz, Washington Wizards? Overall, it's up to the Sixers to do a good job assessing his personality. Is his mindset arrogance or just confidence in his game? Is he coachable? Will he buy into a role early on in his career that isn't a star role? And I think that's a big part to do you believe in Ace Bailey? And quite frankly, the public doesn't have an opportunity to actually speak to him, so we don't really know. And to be fair with the Sixers, I think recently they have done a good job at assessing the personality and work ethic of who they drafted. Tyrese Maxey was a big hit in that category. Jared McCain as well. I would even say Adem Bona. So I think if you see the Sixers pass on Ace Bailey, that's probably the bigger reason. And I think it's fair. Now, personally, I don't think they should draft VJ Edgecombe because of where their roster stands. And if you want to go down that pathway, I think you should trade back, get Herb Jones, an established defender with more size, along with the 7th overall pick, and hopefully you also can get a future first-round pick from the Pelicans. I just believe it would be a great idea to get as much size and length as possible around McCain and Maxey, considering they're both small guards. And this just in, the Pelicans have traded for the 23rd overall pick, so maybe it'll be Herb Jones number 7 and 23 for Oubre and number 3. I like this post from Point Made Basketball. Ace Bailey's favorite player is Paul George. You really think he doesn't want to be in Philly? A pathway to being a star doesn't mean an instant push into the spotlight. It means he wants to go to a team that's willing to invest in his long-term growth. The kid is 18. And I believe a situation like Philly is what's best for him. Even if he wants to come in and be the guy, it's not going to happen. That's not how basketball politics work. You got Paul George, you got Joel Embiid proven and established, and you also got Tyrese Maxey. With a drill sergeant head coach, you think Nick Nurse is going to allow him to come in and just shoot bad shots? No, he's going to have to accept the role defensively. I think people are way too worried about what his agent is doing. Clearly, they have a goal here. I don't know what it is because it doesn't seem to be money because he keeps dropping in the draft. Maybe it's just that he doesn't want to go to the Washington Wizards. He doesn't want to go to Charlotte. He doesn't want to go to any of those teams. Utah, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan Giovanni, the draft expert for ESPN, also with Draft Express, really high on Ace Bailey. He stated he scares people because they don't want to draft him, and also because they are worried if they don't draft him, he's going to become a star and make them look very stupid. I think Ace Bailey is a player who needs to be coached into his potential. And quite frankly, most of the bottom feeders in the NBA lack in that area and usually don't get the best out of their players. The talent is clearly there. You just got to steer them in the right direction. Do you have the capability of doing that? Do you believe you can do that? That's the real question here.